Hey everybody, welcome back to the Maniac. Today I am going to show you how I did this really fun neon splash kind of nail, and I'm really excited. I was just kind of messing around with the neon pigments that I recently got from Daily Charm, and so we're going to be using some of those. Also, I am going to do a giveaway. I'm really excited. It's my first one on this channel, so hooray. If you've never tried Glitterbels or Nail Mate, which is from Glitter Planet UK, these are two colors. I have a Peacock Green and a Butterscotch Shimmer that I am going to send out to the winner. So the way we're going to do it is please go ahead and comment below. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. And when you comment, just tell me your favorite thing about doing nails. And it doesn't matter if you are self-taught, if you're in school, or if you are a professional nail tech from wherever you may be. Just let me know what your favorite thing about doing nails is. Also head over to Instagram and follow me on Instagram, the Manny Maniac, and I will randomly select a winner from the comments. And once I make sure that you are subscribed and following me on Instagram, I will go ahead and announce the winner on an upcoming video in the next couple weeks. So I have gone back to work. Again, I'm a flight attendant also, and I've finally gone back to work with all this coronavirus happening. So it is a little bit longer for me to get videos up, but I am going to get that up as soon as possible, but I want to give everybody a little bit of time to see the video and get to comment and take care of all that stuff. So on to today's demo. So I was feeling really lazy, and it is so hot here in Central California. It's probably already like over 90 degrees, almost 100 degrees. It's about noon time. And so I can't open the windows to do acrylic. So I actually cheated and I just threw on some, these are the Chiara Sky jelly tips. And I just threw those onto my red iguana hand just so I would have a surface that I could show you this design on. So let's go ahead and get started. So obviously if I was doing this kind of a design on a client, I would prep the nail, I would make sure and get all the cuticle, take the shine off the nail and all of that good stuff. And I want to show you just real quickly, if I can find it. Where did I put it? This brush that I sort of created more or less. And oops, sorry. I honestly don't even know where this brush came from. It has no markings on it or anything, but it's just a little tiny brush and I cut the heck out of it. So what I did is I just went ahead and got my manicure scissors. Because they're small, obviously. If you're using a larger brush, you can use some larger scissors. But the first thing I did is, if you can see here, is I kind of thinned it out. So I cut these outside edges off so that I had a kind of a thinner sort of brush happening there. Maybe too close to the camera, but hopefully you can see that. And then what I did is I turned it around and I went ahead and just kind of took my scissors and cut into it this way, kind of cutting little triangles out and just making it kind of fuzzy on the end. And that is what is going to give us this kind of like swipey look when we do it on the nail. So I just wanted to show you that really quickly. So what I'm going to do is, normally I would put down a base coat, obviously, if I was working on a natural nail. I'm going to go ahead and use, this is Charm Gel from Daily Charm. It's their Perfect Black, polish number 1. And I am just going to go ahead and put a couple coats of the Perfect Black down, and this is going to be our base. The other thing that you're going to need to do this is a matte top coat, and then also a shiny top coat. So the matte top coat we are going to put down basically so that nothing sticks to this black after we have cured it, so that nothing sticks to it and messes up the pigment. So the pigment doesn't stick. You need something to stick the pigment to, is what I mean to say. So you are also going to need a matte top coat. And that's just going to give us a nice matte finish to the black. When we're done with that, then we can put on a white gel with a sticky layer. We're going to cure it just a tiny bit, and then we can stick the pigment to that. And that way the pigments don't stick to the black at all, so that it stays nice and clean. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed it up here while I go ahead and put on 2 coats of the perfect black polish. Okay, so we are now going to go ahead and grab our matte top coat, and I'm using Sparkling Co's matte top. This and the Luxa Velveteen Matte are my favorite matte top coats. Okay, so we'll give that a 60-second cure. Okay, so there we go. Matte. All right, so the way we're going to do this is I am going to go ahead and grab my little tile here. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe it off just to make sure it's nice and clean because it was in the drawer. I'm just going to use some 99% isopropyl alcohol. Just give that a nice wipe just to make sure there's no dust or anything like that on it. And then give it just a second to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the white gel polish out onto the tile so we can get at it really easily with our brush here. So I'll just put some of that out. All right, so the way we're going to do this is I'm going to go ahead and get some on the end of my brush. And the reason, again, that we cut this brush is so that, see, it's giving us some nice different like lengths and things like that. Now, you don't want to push this too hard because if you do, it's going to get to that part that's completely solid, and that's not really what we want. We want some of that. So we're going to just kind of do medium pressure, and you can practice. I mean, it took me a little bit to kind of get it and do it right. So you can see I'm just kind of taking it, and where I want it a little thicker, I push harder, and where I want it a little thinner, I push a little bit less. So just add a few more here. Okay, that looks good. On to the next, and you can do them different directions. You can do them different patterns and things like that. So again, I want these edges to be nice and like kind of that frayed look. Okay, so I don't have too much on my brush because again, I want those brush strokes to kind of show up. You can turn the brush around if you want the different sides to come out. So see, I've got just kind of really like brush stroke looking. Okay, so depending on what gel polish you're using, some of them have a really, really tacky layer, so you can cure it fully and the tacky layer will still be sticky enough to pick up the pigment. Some of them don't. So this Sparkling Co gel polish actually dries with not too much of a tacky layer. So I'm actually going to do just a quick like 10-second cure on this to ensure that it stays sticky enough that I can get that pigment to stick to it. So just a quick 10 seconds in here. Okay. So quick and easy 10 seconds, and then that way the gel polish is set, but it's not completely dry. And again, it will just depend on what gel polish you're using. So there's lots of different ways you can do this. On this one, I put like 4 different colors on one nail. You can do one nail each different color. I think what I'm gonna do is, so I have 2 oranges and 2 pinks. So I'm just gonna pick one of each. And then I'm kind of gonna do like an ombre across, I think. So we'll do pink, these two, and then repeat on that 4th finger. And again, if I was going all the way across, obviously. So I don't really do anything fancy. I just use my finger. A little bit of this pigment goes a long way. I always put this little top back on so that way in case I bump it, it's not gonna go everywhere, because it will go everywhere. So all I'm going to do is I have that pigment on my finger, and you know, plenty of it. I can always go back if I need more. So I'm going to go ahead and just tap up this side, and don't worry about getting it on the skin or anything like that, because it will come off. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that one off and go into the next color. And then I'm going to do that on the other half. You can mix this up. Obviously, you can do them in any order that you want. I just thought this would be kind of fun. Just make sure you cover all that white with some of the pigment. Okay, so you can see there we've got both. Okay, and I'll go ahead and speed this up. You can watch me just put these on. Okay, so again, this is why I use that matte top coat. If you have a no wipe shiny top coat, you could use that too. I just find that the matte kind of gives it a nice contrast when I'm putting that white on, but it won't matter in the end because I usually top coat it in the shiny so the whole nail is shiny, just because that's my preference. If you wanted to matte top coat it, you absolutely could. I think I put the green lid on the blue. Not that it really matters, but it'll bug me if I don't fix it. And I'm putting these away now because I have a real bad habit of knocking things over. So once I'm done with something, I always clean it up, so we don't witness an accident happen. Okay. All right, so now that these are all on here and had a minute to kind of soak in and set, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a nice fluffy brush. And I kind of have them, let's see, where did I put it? Oh, I guess it's this one. Nice fluffy brush, and I kind of have them, you know, some of them I've used glitter, others don't touch the glitter so that they stay without, in case I'm doing something I need it to stay. So I'm just going to go ahead and really lightly brush off here. And again, I'm not worrying about really getting it on the skin at this point because I am going to clean that up. Okay, so you can see here, this one's kind of got a little bit of a shadow happening, so I'm just wiping that one maybe a little bit harder and a little bit more than I would with the others. And this just has to do with the cure time of the gel that you use, how long you need to cure it, and is it cured enough to not move when you put the pigment on, but is it cured little enough that it will still be sticky? So it's kind of just, you kind of just have to play with it and keep trying it out until you find what works best for the products that you have. It will work with anything. You just have to kind of just play with it. So now that we have that on there the way we want it, I'm going to go ahead and grab some top coat. That's matte. Okay. And this is a Sparkle & Co. Gel Top Coat, which I totally love. It's a no-wipe top coat. And I am just going to go over top. And I've got plenty on the brush because I don't want my brush to be dry, because then it could potentially drag that pigment all over. It looks like it's not this time, so I'm okay. But I just want to make sure that I've got plenty on there, that I'm not at risk of dragging that pigment all over. Okay, just give it a little wipe if you think you might have some on your brush. And see how pretty these colors are once they're so chalky once you put them on, but once you get this top coat on, they're beautiful, vibrant colors. I just love them. So fun. You can definitely do this on a white background or another color if you wanted to. Again, you just kind of have to play with the colors and see what will make it work. White underneath is always going to make it pop most, but if you wanted to do white on white, you could definitely do that. Just put the white coat on the nails as the base coat, put that matte top coat over, and then add more white on top with the strokes, so that you can then stick the pigment to only that part. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a 60-second cure. Okay, so 60 seconds up, and I'm just going to go ahead and take a lint-free wipe and get some alcohol and just kind of clean this up. And again, that pigment will come off once we do this. You could use some like of that, they have the, what is it called? I can't think of the name of it right now. It's like a latex that you put around when you're doing stamping and stuff. You could use that on the fingers, the cuticles around the nails. Sorry, because this is fake, they slip sometimes. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, so super fun. You can mix these colors up any way you want. You could do one full color on each nail. You could just do a couple colors and rotate through them. Lots of fun things that you can do. You could even paint designs. So you could take a white gel polish. You could paint hearts if you're really good with hand painting. I am not a hand painter. So the tons of stuff that you can do with these pigments. They are so much fun. Again, I bought the whole set from Daily Charm. I will link their website in the show notes below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little demo. And don't forget, if you want to enter the giveaway, please make sure that you comment down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel and go follow me on Instagram. And you could win these two colors. I've got the Glitterbels Butterscotch Shimmer and the Glitter Planet UK Peacock Green from their metallic collection, which is an amazing color. Just so you can see, so pretty. It's even a little peachier. It's showing up a little bit yellower on camera, but it's really more of a pink peach kind of color. It's just beautiful. And then I'll show you here the Peacock Green. So pretty. And it's got this shimmer to it because it's a metallic. Lovely. So if you want to try these out and be our winner, please go ahead and do that down below, subscribe, and all the good stuff. Don't forget, you can always comment down below if you have any questions or anything you'd like to see. I'll be happy to put together videos for you. And thank you so much for joining me. We'll check you again next time on the Maniac.